Hey guys, it's Yolanda, and today I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for a video, so I'm gonna be doing a story time. I've never done one of these. Hopefully I can describe it to you guys in full, because there's a lot that goes to this story. Okay? I'm gonna be changing people's names in this story just because I don't want to expose them like that. It's because this story didn't happen that long ago. But yeah. Anyways. So basically it started off. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. We were gonna go to her house and have a party because her parents were going out of town. Now, mind you, I've never been drunk before. Like, I've drank, like, wine and stuff, but I've never really been drunk. Like, I've never known what it was truly like to be drunk. And let's just say I did after this night, honey. Well, it wasn't really a party. It was more of a kickback. But there was still alcohol and weed and stuff. So, like, I had smoked weed before. Like, I smoked, like, there was points where I had smoked regularly. Like, smoking weed was nothing new to me. But I never been drunk, so getting crossfaded that night was just not a good idea. I should have paced myself, like, thinking that I was like this bad. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Like, that's what I really thought, but it was not like that at all. Like, I should have paced myself, thinking, like, thinking with my head. We're gonna get into the story. I had a few of my friends. We were just setting up for the party before everybody else got there. It was me, a few of my other friends, and my best friend. Her name is, we'll call her Guadalupe. Yeah, it was me, Guadalupe, my other friend, what should we call her? We'll call her Jasmine, okay? And my other friend, we'll call her Asia. Okay, we have Guadalupe, Jasmine, and Asia. So it was me, Guadalupe, Jasmine, Asia, and we were all setting up for the party. And basically, it was before Guadalupe had got there. It was just me, Jasmine, and Asia, and we were just having fun. We're smoking weed, and we were just like having a good time. We were just having conversations before everybody got there, and we were just having a good time. And then Guadalupe gets there, and she has the alcohol. So obviously I never drank before, and I was excited because I wanted to know what it was like to be drunk. And there was a lot of it, so I knew I was gonna get drunk. Like, all the other times I've ever drank, there was not really a lot of it. Like, there was limited amount of alcohol that I could drink, so there is no way that I was not getting drunk that night, basically. So there were no shot glasses, so we had the smart idea to use wine glasses as our shot glasses. Why? Why am I like this? Like, why? Why was I so stupid? So basically, we had, okay, let me give you a visual representation of, like, how large these wine glasses were. Like, the glass itself, like, the part that holds the liquid was about this tall. And then there was, like, the little, like, part that you hold at the end that makes it look a little fancy and shit and like that. But basically, we had, and this wasn't, it was cheap alcohol. Like, it was Burnett's vodka. Like, it wasn't nothing, like, special. It wasn't Henny or nothing like that. It was just, like, cheap vodka. So just this story just keeps getting worse and worse. Okay, so basically I was pouring this shit like I've been through it. Been through this. Like, I poured it. I was like, ooh, y'all about to get lit. Y'all about to see another side of me, because like, I thought I was this badass bitch, like, thinking that I was gonna drink and it was gonna be all good and I was gonna be drunk as fuck and I was gonna be fine. And you really thought, bitch. I was like, should I drink or smoke first? Because, like, it had been a while after we had smoked the first time, so I wasn't really high anymore. So I was like, wait, should I drink or smoke first? Because I've heard from other people that if you smoke before you drink, you will be fine. Like, you won't be that, out of your mind. And I was like, okay, like, I'll smoke before I drink. And then, no, Guadalupe says, no, you can drink before you smoke. It'll be so good. It'll be so fun, and you'll just have so much fun. Like, that's how you do it. That's how real troopers do it. And I was like, okay, like, me not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, I was like, okay, like, I'll fucking drink before I smoke. So, no, I was the only one. Like, it was me because Guadalupe was doing her makeup. Jasmine, I think she was eating something. And then Asia was, I don't even remember what the fuck she was doing, but I'm pretty sure she was the only one drinking with me. And all I remember is I just chugged it. Like, I filled it up at least, like, it was this much, and I filled it up to at least, like, here. And I just chugged that shit. I chugged it. And I remember I just, like, sat there, and I wasn't really feeling it at first. So it's like, this isn't, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't feel anything. I'm bored. Like, what the fuck is this? So after that, we had smoked a little bit more. And I was only really feeling the weed. And I was like, okay, like, I'm not really drunk, so I'm gonna drink more. This was when people had started to show up. And I remember Asia was the only person that was drinking with me, drinking like me, and like she was basically drinking the same amount as I did. And I remember she was basically the only one that was on my level. Guadalupe had barely drank anything because she was doing her makeup. Asia just disappears. She disappears. And I'm like, where the fuck is my bitch? Like, you're the only one as drunk as me. This is not fun. Like, everybody else is more sober than I am. And I'm like, I'm not having fun. Like, where is my bitch? And then I go over to the bathroom, like, the bathroom area, and I hear her puking. So I'm like, this bitch is already done for the night. There's a point where, like, I was, like, a good drunk. Like, I was having fun. Like, I was dancing to the music, and I was social, and I was, like, it was a good time. And so, like, and everybody else wasn't on my level. So I was like, what the fuck, dude? So basically, after everybody had shown up, my friend, we'll call her, thinking of names. Selena. We'll call her Selena. She is relevant to the story. Like, remember Selena's name because it will be popping up, like, later in the story. So yeah, people were getting there and I was drunk. Like, I was flat out drunk. Like, if you had seen me, like, I was slurring my words. Everybody else started drinking. So there was, like, we had, like, 2 bottles, I think. And there was only, like, 5 or 6 of us to begin with. So it's not like we needed that much. We had 2 bottles. So we all had these wine glasses with the shots. And I remember it was only me, Asia, and Selena that were drinking the shots like this. Like, we were the only ones that were drinking out of the wine glasses. Everybody else would, like, take, like, a shot from the bottle or have a twisted tea or whatever. Like, nobody else was getting as drunk as us. And I remember that this was after everybody had drank all the alcohol, and we just, like, we didn't know what else to do. So we were like, Selena's boyfriend can drive. So the only way I can describe it, we wanted to get more fucked up. And we didn't have any more alcohol, and the only thing we really had to smoke out of was, like, a little pipe. And, that's not really a kickback party type thing. Like, you don't really smoke out a pipe at a party. So we were like, all right, we're going to go to the store. We're going to go to the gas station and get some blunt wraps. So me, Selena, her boyfriend, and Guadalupe, we all went to the store. Wow. Fuck, I forgot. Jasmine Asia was like, she was gone, like she was laying in bed, like she was. And then there were a few other people that just stayed there. They're not really relevant to the story that much, but so we went to the store, and all I remember is I was in the back seat with Guadalupe, and I was just laying on her, and I just remember I closed my eyes, and I just remember it was just like, I literally felt like I was on a roller coaster. Like I literally thought I was on a roller coaster. I was like, ooh. And like I remember I was like forgetting things that were happening. Like I was like in the car, and I was like, wait, where are we going? Like, what? I mean, I was still having a good time. Like, this is still at the moment where I'm still like, I'm coherent enough to be able to understand what's going on. Like, I was still having a good time with my friends, and at this point, Selena was drunk as hell. So basically, after we got the blunt mask, we went back to her house, my friend's house. And I remember that Selena had sent me a Snapchat of the alcohol that she had for this holiday. And I was like, wait, it's this holiday. Basically, we hadn't initially planned to spend this holiday together, but since we were together, we could drink that. So I remember she had a bottle of wine, like a full bottle, like a huge bottle of wine. Like, it was huge. I don't know. I really don't know why the fuck she had this. And then there was another bottle of Captain Morgan, which isn't really relevant because I didn't drink any of that. But yeah, so I was like, wait, Selena, don't you have that bottle of wine and Captain Morgan? Like, so, because at this point, I knew that everybody wasn't as fucked up as me, and I wanted everybody to be on my level, because, I don't know, I was drunk, and I don't know, when you're drunk, it's more fun to be drunk with other people than to be drunk by yourself. So I was like, and she was like, yeah, totally, like, I'll bring them in, and we can all drink them, and, because she was drunk too, and when you're drunk, you have very bad decision-making skills, if you didn't already, like, gather that from the rest of the things that I've been saying in this video. And so basically, I went inside with Guadalupe, and her boyfriend were just trying to find the bottles in the trunk of his car. So we went inside. There's missing parts. Like, there's missing parts of this night. And I'm like, this is where it starts to get, you know? So everybody's inside. We're all, like, listening to music. And then the wine comes out. And I just have this smart idea to drink it. Not just to drink it, though. To chug it. If you have ever drank alcohol, you know not to mix alcohols. You just know that that's just not good. Just don't do it. Like, don't mix alcohols, because as soon as I drank that wine, that's when I knew I fucked up. That's when I knew that this is gonna be a story that I'm gonna tell my children in the future. And I just remember, like, I had new ass Timbs. Like, I had new, fresh Timbs. Like, I'd never worn them outside before. That's my little brother. I apologize for that. But, I had new Timbs, and I'd never worn them before. And I remember I just started to feel really sick. So I was like, I'm just gonna put my head down, and hopefully it will, like, go away. And so I just put my head down, and I had my head like this, and I just remember everything went black, and I was just like, all over the floor, all over, everywhere, all over my Timbs. All over my Timbs. Oh god, they're easy to clean, because if not, I would have been so fucking upset, because though I had never worn them outside, the first night I wore them, I puked on them. And I just remember that was it for me. That was where it all went downhill. I could not stop throwing up. Like, I threw up, and I didn't want to be that fucking person. And I remember Asia just made a fucking appearance out of everywhere, and she was just cleaning up the puke. Like, she was cleaning up the puke everywhere. so she picked it up where I puked, and then I was trying to have conversations and still be there with everybody because I didn't want to like ruin the night, and for myself, not only for myself but for everybody else. And I was still trying to be like there, like, you know, but I couldn't. I literally couldn't. Like, I could not. So I went and sat in the living room. The living room, there was like a kitchen area, and then there's a living room right there next to it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna sit on the couch. Basically, I went to go sit on the couch, and her dog went up next to me. And I like this dog. Like, this dog was a kind of, like, it was just being a nice dog. And I was like, you know, when you're drunk, you love everything. And it's just like, oh, it's just cute little dog. But basically, I was hunched over. Like, imagine, and I was just like, I was like, and I just looked at the dog, and then I just threw up all over her couch. And I just remember her dog was right next to me, and he started eating my throw up. And the only thing that was in my head, the only thing that I was thinking of is, where did my throw up go? Like, I remember I kept throwing up, and it kept disappearing, and I was like, where the fuck did it go? Like, what? Like, what? And like, I wasn't processing the fact that her dog was literally eating my fucking puke as it was coming out of my mouth. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. Went to the bathroom, and I was like, I just need to chill. Like, I need to be alone. Like, I need to, like, recuperate, and so I can be a functioning human being. And people would not leave me alone. I was trying to be in the bathroom, and just so if I did puke again, I could puke in the toilet, not all over everywhere. So I just remember everybody kept calling me. So I was just like, you know, fuck this. I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna go to bed. Like, I know now my limits. And yeah, so I just went up to her room. I don't know how, because I was having a hard time walking. Like, I literally fell so many times that night. And so yeah, I just fucking went to her bed, and that was that. That was like the night. That was my first time ever being drunk. The first time I ever was drunk, I was blackout drunk. Like, and it sucked, honestly. Like, the being drunk part was okay, but like, being blackout drunk, it's not even worth it. Like, I would never drink that much ever again. Like, I don't think drinking is disgusting, but like, I have flashbacks. I literally have flashbacks of how fucking disgusting I was when I was drunk. So I just don't want to ever go there again, or ever be to a point where I could be there, you know? So it's just like, god damn. But yeah, that was the story of my first time being blackout drunk, or drunk at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys can learn from my past mistakes. I do not advise drinking at all. But if you are going to drink, please make sure that it's around people that you're comfortable with, and please know your limits. Like, pace yourself. Drink a little, see how you feel, maybe like 10-20 minutes later, then drink some more, and you'll be set. Like, just know your limits. And I'm just glad that I was around people that I was comfortable with, because if I wasn't, I don't know what could have happened. Somebody could have taken advantage of me, you know. It could have ended a lot worse than it did, and I'm glad that I was around people that I was comfortable with, that I knew. And if you're going to get drunk, please don't do it in like a very like setting where there are a lot of people that you don't know and aren't comfortable with, because you never know what could happen. Just please be safe and be careful. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment your craziest time being drunk or high or whatever, you know, whatever. And I hope you guys like this. So bye. I still haven't come up with a cool outro.